As I passed the mashed potatoes at our family dinner, I couldn't shake the proof I had found earlier. My family's chatter and laughter filled the room, and for a moment, I forgot about my work worries. But the feeling of unease lingered, like a constant hum in the background. I tried to focus on the celebration and the people I loved, but my mind kept wandering back to the evidence I had uncovered. Earlier that day, I had found a collection of items that proved my suspicions: emails, documents, and notes that showed my coworker taking credit for my ideas and projects. The evidence was overwhelming, and I felt a surge of anger and betrayal. I had been blind to it for so long, and it was infuriating to think that someone I worked with could so blatantly steal my work. I felt undervalued and unappreciated, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I had to do something to stop it. As I sat at the dinner table, I couldn't help but think about how this credit stealing had been going on for months, and how it had affected my career and my relationships with my colleagues. I felt like I was being suffocated by the injustice of it all. My coworker, who was also a family friend, was sitting across from me, smiling and laughing like nothing was wrong. It made my blood boil. I excused myself from the table and stepped outside for some fresh air, where I finally confronted my coworker about the evidence I had found. The conversation was tense and awkward, but I stood my ground and demanded that they stop taking credit for my work. They tried to downplay it, to make it seem like it was no big deal, but I wasn't having it. As I returned to the dinner table, I felt a sense of relief and vindication, but also a deep-seated exasperation. I was exhausted from dealing with this kind of dishonesty, and I couldn't believe it had taken me so long to stand up for myself. I poured myself a glass of wine and tried to enjoy the rest of the evening, but the feeling of frustration and annoyance lingered. I realized that this was far from over, and that I would have to continue to fight to protect my work and my reputation. The thought was exhausting, but I was determined to see it through.